Hey guys, I'm back at it again with another Destiny 2 freaking review. You already know what it is, boys. We out here reviewing, and if you need a summary, and if you don't have time to watch this video, then I'll summarize this into 3 points. Stop playing Destiny 2. Number 2, don't buy the DLC. And number 3, don't you even think about buying silver. Those are my 3 main things I want you to get from this video. And if you don't have time to watch it all, then just remember those 3 things. So, anyways, let's get into it. So, Curse of Osiris. Starting with the story. The story was absolutely horrible. It was worse than Curse of Osiris, in my opinion. Did I say that? It's worse than Curse of Osiris. It's worse than Dark Below. It's worse than Dark Below, in my opinion. And I'll tell you why in a second. So, if you want a decent estimation on how long the campaign is, well, here's your math. Here's the honest math. So, drumroll please. Without the 2 strike story missions, those don't count. I'm not going to count those, as they are strikes, not story missions, so they do not count as a story, and they give no story to the actual main DLC. They're just strikes, so I'm not counting those. The campaign leads to a grand total of, drumroll please, 47 minutes and 48 seconds. That's how long it took me to play the Curse of Osiris, discluding loading zones and discluding me going to the tower and picking up quests and stuff. Just me playing the game took me 47 minutes to complete it. And including the tower and loading time, it took me 1 hour and 5 minutes 38 seconds. So, is it really worth it to spend $20 on a 40-minute campaign? Now, me and my friends were joking about this on the first day. The first day it came out. My God. We were joking about it. They all came home, and I was delighted to say, hey, what's up, guys? I'm already finished with the campaign. And my friends get home from school a day, an hour later than I do. So, I had finished the campaign by the time they got home. I got home, started playing, and by the time my friends got on, I was finished with the campaign. So, I was delighted to tell them that it was garbage. But that's enough with the length. Let's actually talk about the story. So, pretty much, just ask yourself this question. Replace Mercury with the Dreadnought. Replace Osiris with Toland. Replace the Vex with the Hive. And what do you have? You pretty much have the Curse of Osiris storyline. Pretty much, you could replace all the main things. You could replace the Mercury with the Dreadnought, Osiris with Toland, and the Vex with the Hive, and the story would remain the same. There's a big guy trying to kill you, and you have to shut it down and stop it from destroying the universe. So, what a great storyline. So pretty much, I honestly cannot say that the story is worth the $20. I honestly cannot bring myself to say that I liked the story. I have nothing positive to say about the story. Not a single thing that's positive. Everything that I can think of on the top of my head is negative about this 40-minute campaign. That's pretty much it. If you were expecting this DLC to have a good story, you were wrong. It is a very bad story, in fact. And if you were trying to buy it for the story, then I wouldn't buy it at all. I would go get a refund. But that's it about the story. I was disappointed. I feel like Bungie screwed up their opportunities and just didn't put enough effort into the game. And they're not fixing any of the problems we've had since they've not added any contribution to the story with this. So yeah, that's it about the story. Let's talk about strikes. So in Curse of Osiris, they added the Heroic Strike playlist. And if you didn't know, that was a feature in Destiny 1. And I was expecting it to be free for everyone. But you know Bungie, you know Activision. No, it's $20. You have to buy the DLC to get the Heroic Strike playlist. So they've had this feature in the game. They've had this feature in the game since Destiny 1 first came out, the Heroic Strike playlist. That was always a thing. And then, for some reason, they decide that, you know, we're going to dumb it down and make people pay for it. They're going to make people pay for the Heroic Strike playlist. In Destiny 1, there was modifiers on the Heroic Strike playlist. There was actual things to do. There was actual, like, points you had to do to have an easier experience completing the strike. And I feel like Bungie really screwed up. They could have added, they have like little perks and little challenges in the game. They're in the Nightfalls, but they refuse to add them to the Heroic Strike playlist. So if you were buying it for the strikes, which no one is, I don't think, then you would be disappointed. So another thing about the strikes is that the controversy is that the Prestige Nightfall, which was available to all players before the DLC came out, is now just available for Curse of Osiris players. Now, this is a horrible move on Bungie. This feature was in the game before the DLC, and they have taken it out. Why? Why have they done this? Why have they done this? And I know it's happened before in Destiny 1, but that was when we were all dumb. We expect more from Bungie now. We expect them to at least have a Legacy Nightfall playlist, so they screwed it up. They screwed up the strikes, and they, once again, missed an opportunity, just like the story. They're missing so many opportunities here, but, you know, let's just move on to the PvP. Dun 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 dun. The Crucible. So, pretty much, what's happening here is the Prometheus lens. Oh my god. Xur sold the Prometheus lens this weekend on Trials. So, if you want to go into PvP, you can go screw yourself and go into PvP. And if you don't use a Prometheus lens, then good luck with you. In fact, 90% of kills in this week's Trials of Osiris, Trials of the Mind, 90% of the kills were with Prometheus lens and Trials of the Nine this week. So that just says something. And the usage rate was 99%. So if you don't use this thing, you're dumb, because 99% of the fan base is using it and abusing it. So, yeah, pretty much. 99%, I'm done. 99% usage rate, and when this thing gets nerfed, then it'll be nerfed to the ground. It'll be nerfed to the ground, not just strategically balanced. Bungie will screw the gun up, and no one will ever use it anymore. It'll be like year one, hard light, No one will ever use it. It'll be like Thorn before it got buffed in Vanilla Destiny 1 with super slow reload times and no damage whatsoever. So, yep. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the PvP. It's the same as normal. They didn't fix any problems with it. It's the same as normal, but with a bug. Prometheus Lens bug. And Last Hope and Pulse Names got nerfed. So, that's pretty much it. Switch to an SMG, switch to Mida. After the Prometheus gets nerfed, of course. But, yeah. That is pretty much it for the PvP. And we'll just talk about the raid real quick. So the raid, of course, I liked the raid, personally. I liked it. It was good. But after, I would say after a few weeks, it'll get very boring and this game will be dead once again. No one will be doing the raid. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it about the raid. I liked it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to talk about the boss fights or nothing. Just a good raid. But I don't think it's personally worth $20. I think you can go have more fun doing something else. Unless you want to pay like $20 for just the raid. The raid's good. The raid's good. Good raid. But everything else in the game is bad. So, my overall thoughts on Curse of Osiris, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. That is a 5 out of 10. Actually, screw that. It gets a 2 now. 2 out of 5, 4 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. The only thing that's good about it is the raid and the economy changes. Everything else is bad. PvP is still bad. Strikes are still bad. And Prestige, Raid, and Prestige Nightfall and the Heroic Strike playlist has been locked away from Bungie. And it looks like microtransactions are becoming pay to win with that 10% XP Ghost Shell. So, that's pretty much it for my review on Curse of Osiris. My verdict is that you don't buy it, you don't buy silver, and you go play a different game. If you need any other games to play, I would recommend, for Destiny fans, either COD World War II if you have $60 that you would like to put down. That's it's a decent game, I heard, but I don't know about that. You can go read your own reviews on that. But it is by Activision, and there is some sort of pay-to-win system going on there. So, choose that one on your own risk. I mean, if you like this game a lot, and if you've played COD before, you might want to go get that, because that's probably a good addition to the series. 2 other games that you can play. You don't have to have money for this. They are very good games, and you might even wonder like if they're pay to win when you first saw them. So, the first game that I'm talking about is of course Fortnite. That's a very good free to play game, and I would highly recommend it. And I'm probably gonna start uploading Fortnite stuff. And the second game is Warframe. That's also a very good game. It's about 4 years old, but they are updating the graphics. It's got 60 FPS. It's got a very complex storyline and a very complex narrative and lots of grinding. So if you like Destiny, you would like that game. And that's pretty much my recommendations. I would say either go play any of those 3 games. I am personally going to start playing Warframe and personally start playing Fortnite on my channel. I've been playing Fortnite a lot actually, but I just haven't been uploading it. So that is pretty much it for my review. 4 out of 10. Do not buy silver. So that final verdict, 4 out of 10. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm making an edit right now, so I might not upload anything till like Friday. I would rather focus on that. And I have lots of schoolwork to do this week because I was absent for 2 days. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Smash the like button, see if this video can get to 10 likes. Comment your own personal opinion on the DLC. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.